Water and its uses. Where do we get water from? How are rivers, ponds and lakes getting filled with water? Let us learn in detail in the lesson. Let us explore. Water is one of the most amazing substances on the earth. Living is not possible without water. Water occupies nearly 70% of the earth's surface. The main source of water is rain. Water is available for us in different sources. Rainwater, rivers, lakes, streams, ponds, springs and oceans are the natural sources of water. Dams, wells, tube, hand pumps and canals are man-made sources of water. Rainwater is collected in the form of surface water and underground water. Surface water, water present on the surface of the earth in the form of oceans, rivers, lakes, ponds and streams is called surface water. Underground water, water that seeps through the soil into the rocks under the ground is called underground water. This water comes out in the form of springs. It can be got by digging wells. Impurities in water. Rainwater is the purest form of water. It falls to the earth through air which is filled with dust, germs, smoke and other impurities. Thus it gets contaminated. On the earth it becomes contaminated further with mud, small stones, dead and decaying plant and animal matter, minerals and salts. In addition to these, household wastes and industrial and agricultural wastes are dumped into water sources. How to remove insoluble impurities in water? Impurities that can't dissolve in water are called insoluble impurities. Mud and stones in water can be removed in two ways: sedimentation and decantation, filtration. Sedimentation and decantation. You see that the insoluble mud particles settle down at the bottom of the glass, leaving clear water at the top. This process is called sedimentation. Alum is used to improve the rate of sedimentation. This process of increasing the rate of sedimentation is called loading. Now carefully pour out the clear water into another glass. This process is called decantation. Filtration. Take a glass of muddy water, fold a filter paper into a cone and place it in a funnel. Place a container below the funnel. Now pour the muddy water into the container through the funnel. You will see that the mud particles remain in the filter paper because they cannot pass through it, and you get clean water in the container. Beaker containing mixture, filter paper, residue, funnel, conical flask, filtrate. This process of removing impurities is called filtration. Removing soluble impurities. Soluble impurities like minerals and salts can be removed by two methods: evaporation, distillation. Evaporation and distillation. Take some water and add some salt or sugar to it. Pour this solution into a dish and heat it. It starts boiling and steam comes out. This is called evaporation. Hold a plate over the dish. The steam condenses to form water droplets. This is called condensation. The water droplet you get is pure water, free from all impurities. The salt or sugar is left behind in the dish. This process of evaporation followed by condensation to remove soluble impurities is called distillation. The process of distillation is used in science laboratories. This is how it is done. The impure water is taken in a flask and heated till it starts boiling. The water evaporates and the impurities remain behind. The steam enters another flask called the condenser, cools and turns into water. This water is called distilled water. It is pure water. Safe water. Drinking impure water can cause many waterborne diseases like dysentery, typhoid and cholera. Bathing in unclean water can cause skin infections. So the water we get in our taps is treated to make it safe for use. Sedimentation. In the first stage of purification, water is allowed to stand in large sedimentation tanks. The large insoluble impurities settle down at the bottom. Filtration. In the next stage, the water goes into the filtration tanks. Here it is filtered through sand beds to remove small insoluble particles. Chlorination. Chlorine is added here to the water to kill disease-causing germs. The clean water is stored in big tanks and supplied through pipes to all the people. But some impurities can still be present in tap water. You can make it safe for drinking by boiling or by filtering it using water filters.